This car is the Mercedes W10, the pinnacle of engineering in Formula 1, the best car of the 2019 grid. This is a Williams FW42, that is the complete opposite of the Mercedes, despite having the same engine. Welcome guys to another video. My name is Mash and today we're going to do the slowest car challenge, the part number 2, because in the first part we did a race in rain conditions, but now we're going to do in dry conditions. We score points in that race, so I highly recommend to go check it out. The link is going to be on the description. But today we're going to try to score points in a Williams in a dry race. It's going to be around Hockenheim. That is one of my fastest tracks, one of my best tracks. So let's see what we can do. Leave a like if you enjoy Scratch, and if new to see more Formula 1 content. Really motivates me to make more. And now further ado, let's go to qualifying and let's see if we don't qualifying in last place. It's going to be hard to be above P18, but let's see what we can do.
Welcome to Germany for today's qualifying session at the famous Hockenheimring. The pit lane lights will turn green in the next minute or two to signify the start of qualifying.
Here we are guys, already in qualifying, doing second lap, and we are improving slightly. We are in last place at the moment, so everything is not going well. And let me say, in this section, in the third sector, the car was an absolute nightmare. The downforce, it's absolutely nowhere. There's no such downforce on the car, and yeah, it was an absolute pain on the ass to drive this Williams. But yeah, here we go, final corner. We're going to improve by 4 tenths, but we still remaining in the P20 with a 114.2, and yeah, for now is that we can do in P20. Not a very good sign that we can score points in this race. But either way, here we go to my last attempt on qualifying, and let's see if we can escape from P20. Already on the straight, let's break to happen. We're going to try to hit the apex beautifully. We just do so. We're in P19 actually, so I'm not entirely sure. This is my third lap. I didn't improve between my second and third lap obviously, but it's Giovinazzi in P20 and I am P19. But here we go to the last session, the final stages of the lap, and yeah, as you can see, we are struggling, we are losing time. We are 2 tenths down, 1 tenth down, but almost 2 tenths. And this right-hander, let me say, it was, like I said, it was an absolute pain, because yeah, that's a downforce session, and everything that comes to with downforce in this Williams is it's forget. I think the only strong part in this circuit are the straights. But here we go to across the line, and we're going to set a 114.2, so we didn't improve, and unfortunately it's last place. This is not looking good.
The grandstands are full to capacity, and it's no surprise everyone is really excited to see what's going to happen in the German Grand Prix this weekend at the Hockenheimring. We're racing in the Rhine Valley this weekend, at the home of many of the sport's finest competitors. The 2.8-mile Hockenheimring requires precision through the technical stadium section and great raw speed down the long, flat-out curve towards the popular overtaking zone of the Turn 6 hairpin. Watch out for a lot of wheel-to-wheel action there today. As the drivers complete their preparations down below us on the grid, one man who's no stranger to the pre-race pressure is Anthony Davidson, who joins me in the commentary box today. Great to have you with us, Ant. I'm sure you can tell us all about what goes through a driver's head before lights out.
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle. And the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
And with that, let's take a look at the grid for the German Grand Prix for the slowest car challenge. So yeah, the opposite of the Williams, the Mercedes on pole, by not even a tenth of Sebastian Vettel. Is Hamilton starting in front. Then we're going to have Leclerc and Bottas in the Ferrari and Mercedes. Then we have the Renault and then the Red Bull of Hülkenberg, Gasly, respectively Verstappen, Ricciardo, Perez, Magnussen closing the top 10. Grosjean and his teammates, Stroll, Sainz, Raikkonen in the Alfa Romeo, Kvyat, Norris, and then we have Giovinazzi and our teammate Robert Kubica in P18. And to close the grid, we have Alex Albon and ourselves as George Russell in the Williams. So let's see what we can do. Can we score points in this race? Let me down in the comments.
Okay, be wary of the cars ahead braking suddenly into one. We could ruin our race if we hit them. Good luck.
Thanks a lot, Jeff, and welcome guys to the German Grand Prix. We're going to start in last place as George Russell in the Williams, and yeah, this is kinda last to, I don't know, challenge video, but it's not. It's going to be slowest car challenge, one stop in this 25% race. We're going from the ultras to the soft tires, but let's see. It's not the Williams on the back row. We have Albon next of us, and 5 red lights, and away we go. And as always, a bad start, but yeah, let's see what we can do, if we can gain some place. So we're going to brake early, and we make like kind of a switchback, and we're going to gain a lot of places. And out of nowhere, we are in P14, heading to the second corner. We have Stroll ahead. So this is a brilliant start, but with this pace, I think we have to make a lot of defensive job. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, let's see what we can do. This Williams, the only thing good in this Williams is a straight line speed. So yeah, I think it's the only way that we can pull away or close to the cars. But we're going to hop up inside of Stroll and Raikkonen. Maybe we're going to try to squeeze Raikkonen off to the curbs, but somehow he finds some traction and he's still side by side. We are in the sideline, so this corner should be us, but he has the downforce and he's going to squeeze us, and yeah, gets back P12, and but we are still a little bit on this side, but yeah, try to make the switch back, but yeah, the downforce is not enough. But let's see if we can catch him. But yeah, but actually we catched him because I was struggling a lot in that session, because yeah, it's a downforce session, and the downforce in this Williams is to forget. But there goes Stroll already in lap 2. We're going to defensive, and yeah, let's try to make the switch back on the hairpin, very close to his gearbox. We're going to squeeze him off. I'm being a little bit dirty, but yeah, I have to risk my life to try to score points in this Williams. We're in P13, but who knows, we can have 3 DNFs. And now already in lap 3, my engineer Jeff told me to make the undercut. And yeah, we're going to already stop because these ultra soft tires are absolutely destroyed. So yeah, we're going to test a brand new set of soft tires, and let's see if we can make the undercut on Raikkonen. This is very far at the time that I pitted. So yeah, only on lap 5 there are guys ahead of us and that were behind us stopped. So yeah, they could take they have taken the ultra soft tires much longer. But yeah, we're going to come out in P17, P16 if we overtake Sainz, and yeah, that's what we do in P16. There are some guys still to make their stops, and yeah, by the time that everyone make their scheduled stops, we're going to be probably in P13. But now we are very vulnerable to Sainz. He has DRS. We're going defensive, and we're going to try to squeeze him off. I didn't see him, and we made some contact. But yeah, we have the inside line, so let's try to get back that place. Even more contact. This Williams is very hard to control, but somehow Sainz, even touching the curbs, finds the traction and gets back P16. So this Williams has no traction. That even on the curbs, Sainz finds the traction better than us. And but as we try to overtake him back, and that's what we do. He's still there, but yeah, we are already in P15 in lap 7. We have yellow flags. It's because of Kevin Magnussen. He has a puncture, sorry, and yeah, that's race over for him. So now we are vulnerable to Sainz. Behind is Lance Stroll that we overtook him. On lap 1, and there goes Sainz. We're going to stick on this slipstream, and we're going to try to fight back. In the brakes, we are quite good in this Williams. We're going to make the dive bomb. And yeah, we get back P12, and yeah, maybe I'm being a little bit dirty, squeeze too much Sainz and the other rivals, but yeah, this is a Williams. I have to give everything because we are not that far off the point. So, and we can have some there can be a crash or something like that as Sainz overtakes us again in the next lap. We're going to make the dive bomb again. We're going to squeeze him off, but he somehow finds a traction again, and there's go Lance Stroll trying to overtake Sainz. The Racing Point try, but it's not enough. And yeah, Sainz gets P13 back, but now lap 10, next lap, same place. DRS open for the McLaren is going to be absolutely the same thing. No, it's not, because Stroll is going to join into that fight, but we're going to do the same on what we did in the last lap. We're going to squeeze Sainz off, and now he's very vulnerable to Lance Stroll. So in the brakes, we are very good. Of course that I'm playing on the keyboard, I don't have a steering wheel yet. Yeah, I don't have ABS, so yeah, I'm capable to brake maybe a little bit later. My dive bombs are a little bit easier, but still, I'm doing quite an amazing defending job. I hope you guys are enjoying this defending job. And as I say that, Lance Stroll overtake us, but with that Mercedes engine, that is much easier than overtake with the Renault engine. We do the same to Sainz. We run a little bit wide, and now Sainz is going to try to come back. We're going to push to the inside line of the track, and that's a fragility of the AI. We can push him to that session. And now Sainz try to overtake, but we do the switch back. That's not a very smart move, Carlos, and we get P12 back. So I'm doing a lot of defensive, and my tire wear is not that bad for what I'm doing, I can tell you. So my tire wear for that moment, it was like 25 or so, or 30 or something like that. For the defending jump that I'm making, I think my tire wear is very good. And now Stroll is trying to overtake Sainz. I'm looking in my mirrors. We are in the Racing Point and McLaren sandwich, and I'm going to try to make the switch back, but it's not enough. And yeah, we lose two spots, sorry, in the space of one corner. Now we are very vulnerable to Kvyat, but yeah, we defend that off. And now, yes, Stroll is going to have the DRS on Sainz, so maybe we can try something. There's yellow flag, so someone is out of the race. I can tell you that it's Charles Leclerc. Look at the Ferrari on the left. And yeah, we're going to try to brake. We're going to make the dive bomb of the century. That is a biblical dive bomb. Maybe we're going to lose the places. We gain one over Lance Stroll, and I can tell you that is a fantastic dive bomb, the dive bomb of the century, a biblical dive bomb. So yeah, forget our my driver dive bombs, appreciate my dive bombs. And yeah, we are doing a very good job. So for the moment we need 2 or 3 DNFs, and I don't think that is going to happen, because he's already lap 14 and there's Stroll overtake us with the DRS open. We're going to try to defend that off. Let's do what side, but we brake very late, and Stroll is going to get back. Look at the traction of that Racing Point, and yeah, we lost another spot, and yeah, unfortunately, that was it for Stroll. I tried to overtake him, but yeah, the dirty air didn't help us out, and now we are vulnerable to Kvyat. We can be demoted to P14, but yeah, once again, that is not a very smart move, and yeah, we get back P13. But P13 on the Williams is absolutely amazing. I can tell you. At this moment we should be in P18 or something like that, and we are in P14, and we do the same on the next lap, penultimate lap by the way, to Lance Stroll, and now he's vulnerable to his teammate Alexander Albon. And yeah, I can be happy, but I wanted some points. But let's see if we can at least for pride, because we're not going to get points in this race, at least for pride, finish in P13. And now there's Albon in that on the power. We are side by side. At least the only thing that is good on this car is the Mercedes engine. We brake at the same time. We're going to try to skid him off. We hit the curb on the outside, so that's not very good in terms of traction to put the power down. But yeah, we maintain P13. And yeah, now is the last lap, is the last chance of Kvyat or Albon. I think it's going to be Kvyat with the DRS open to try to overtake us. And there goes the torpedo. We're going defensive, always going going defensive for most of the race. Lewis Hamilton wins the Grand Prix, but we have to defend this P13. We're going hop off inside of Danny of the torpedo. He doesn't blow us up. We squeeze him off, and yeah, now he's vulnerable to his teammate, and I think Albon is going to get him. So yeah, I'm quite happy. Look at my tire wear is in 71%, my front left. But yeah, that was the race. I can tell you that that was the race for a long time that I did a lot of defending job. P13 on the Williams. I can be happy, but I wanted some points, obviously.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. So Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
And now it's time to wind down and celebrate after that fantastic Grand Prix. Here they come, your top three, out onto the podium.
And that was the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We weren't very far from P10, but we did an amazing job starting in P20 to P13 in the Williams, so make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe channel if you're new to see more Formula 1 content. It really motivates me to make more. But yeah, follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Reddit. The links are going to be on the description, as well the link of this mod that is absolutely amazing, the 2019 mod. The next Slowest Car Challenge is going to be on F1 2019, and I'm very excited for that game. So yeah, guys, once again, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed Scott Chen if you need to see more Formula 1 content. But now it's time to say goodbye. My name is Tomasz, and I'll see you guys next time.